The pre-wipe has actually started, with the hideout being available to upgrade for Pevco Light Beer, which, funnily enough, I went ahead and bought a ton of Pevco Light Beer on my PvE account because I knew that this was likely going to be the case, or at least with the release of Molotovs and stuff in the next wipe, I actually bought up a ton of Pevco Light Beer. But the actual event that's going on right now allows you to upgrade your hideout using light beer, which is probably one of those things that most people didn't really have or think would be possible. But you can see here, for example, the water collector level 3, you need 3 Pevco Light Beer. If you want to upgrade your Bitcoin to level 2, we've got 2 Pevco Light Beer, you can see over here. And then we look at Workbench 3, which is 3 Pevco Light Beer. So if you're wondering, how much does the actual Pevco Light Beer actually go for right now? You can see that currently there are none on the market, which pretty much tells you everything that you need to know. These things are going to go skyrocketing high, as you can see, 5 million in order to purchase one, and we'll see if these sell. But in the meantime, let's talk about the actual events themselves and what you can expect from these events going forward. So if you think about the events in general, what you'll find is that Pevco Light Beer is something that you can get in the game, and we'll jump over to PvE. So, what some of you are going to be asking is, how can I actually get Pevco Light Beer? Well, if you're fully upgraded in your hideout, you can actually do the craft for 10 Pevco Light Beer, requiring a canister with purified water, which I will pick up quite a few of, just because what we're going to do is repeatedly do the craft to earn a bit of money, since everybody is going to be trying to upgrade their hideout right now, as it is considerably cheaper than previously. So, what you'll see is, of course, the Pevco Light Beer requiring 1 canister of purified water, 3 of the actual premium Kvass water, which we'll buy up quite a few of as well, since you do need 3 of those per one. And then if we go over and have a look at what else you need croutons, which at the moment are very expensive, and potentially you can do the barter trade for these, but of course you have to put in actual croutons anyway. So we'll pick up quite a few of these, since we're going to make our money back on each of these anyway. So let's do that. We'll drop in the croutons, and then we can actually do our trade right now for 10 of the Pevco Light Beer, but essentially, this event is going to be very, very big for upgrading your hideout, and I really wanted to cover it, as most people are going to want to be doing this in order to make some money, and of course, be able to upgrade their hideout if they have been lacking behind, or if they didn't really know whether to upgrade their Bitcoin. And if you're, for example, trying to upgrade your solar power, this is probably going to be one of the times that people are going to go for it. But there is also a couple of other things that we wanted to talk about today, which is what comes after this initial pre-wipe event. So usually with pre-wipe events, they kind of stack up, and they'll end up having multiple events that are kind of run simultaneously, so that everyone can kind of get the most out of their PvP or PvE experience. Obviously PvE is carrying over all of the stuff from PvP, for example, but in particular what you'll find is, as time goes on, we'll see events such as getting various different barters for like 1 ruble, as the fire sale event usually comes out on Tarkov, so you can do that if you're wanting to. We'll also cover how you can farm up Pevco Light Beer and various different things as well to make a bit of money on PvE if you're trying to make some money, or if you're just trying to get it so you can upgrade your hideout without paying the exorbitant prices that we're going to see on the game. But in addition to that, we've got a wide variety of quests that are probably going to give you a ton of XP and also a ton of money, and a lot of the times these events will typically, especially the beginning ones, will be very expensive for you to take part in, because of the fact that this is kind of a mass dump of money to actually do within the game. So although this event is quite an expensive one right now, as time goes on it will get less expensive, as most people have already upgraded their hideout to the maximum levels that they possibly can. Obviously I can't take advantage of it because we already had our hideout leveled up to the maximum, but you get my drift. This event is going to be big, again, it is the beginning of pre-wipe, which has been waited for so long. I cannot wait for the new wipe on PvP. It really is going to be something to shout about, and yeah, hopefully you at least found this video informative. If you did, make sure to like it and of course subscribe down below, and I will see you in the next video coming soon. Goodbye.